Hey guys, welcome back to RMA Garage. I'm Mark and I'm glad you joined us today. Well, this is going to be a Wednesday review video, but we're not really reviewing anything. So the purpose of this video is for me to showcase everything that we've purchased on our RV that I have answered and have answered emails for you guys, have emailed me and through YouTube asking me, hey, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? Can I have a model number? Well, we are going to post all of the items that I'm going to show you here in a quick run through listed below. So you can click on the link and see what I purchased. Now, if there is something that you would like to know more about, leave a comment below and I will do a special Wednesday review for that product. So anyway, we're going to go through all the products so you can see what we did. And if you want to purchase them, click on the links below. All right, so let's get to it. Okay guys, we're on the roof here and I want to show you, we have the skylight covers. So we have 1, 2, and we have a third over here. And those are the black, do not let light in. And these are made by Camco. I will tell you that these let no light in at all. And we like this because we don't want light in the RV because it heats it up. So, and these are really, really hard. They're super heavy duty. They don't flex. And I think they're going to last a whole lot longer than the originals. Okay, we have the Siphon 360 vent. The patch that I did, if you saw my last video, everything worked out well. It sealed up real well. And my wife took it on a trip and she said it worked great. So, okay. Now we'll move inside the RV. Okay, we have the paper towel holder. Now this is kind of special because it clicks, and because it clicks, it does not roll. So when you go down the road, your paper towels don't unravel, and when you want to tear something off, it will stay in place and it won't unroll like like toilet paper. So super awesome. This is great. We love it. We have lights inside the cabinet that are touch on and touch off. This is great when it's dark because the lights that are above in the RV here, they can't shine down into these spaces. So we put these little lights on that are put up by adhesive and you just put them on and off. Perfect, great, battery operated, replace the batteries when they go out. And along with that, we have struts made by, what is that, Apex Stone. These here are super awesome and it allows the door to open completely 100% and you can get everything in. You can get the bin to move in and out. Before, the ones that we used to have, they would only open to about that and it was horrible. The boys would struggle to get the stuff in. So now we have ones that go open all the way and then of course they also hold them shut. So when you're RVing, you want to know the time and the temperature inside and out. And this clock has been totally awesome. It also has a outdoor, I guess it's a sending unit. And this, you put this outside and it lets you know what the temperature is. So this is inside temperature and outside temperature, which is the same because this was more or less in the closet. So that's why there's only a few degrees difference. So this isn't outside right now. But this clock is super awesome and we mounted it, and I don't want to take it off or my wife will hurt me. We put in Velcro clips back here so it can stay to the wall, and this is stuck really good so it can't swing back and forth, so when we're going down the road it doesn't move. So we've used Velcro straps with stickums on there and that's what's holding it to the wall. All right, so the next item we have here is a collapsible ottoman. And it's kind of one of those things where you don't necessarily think you need it, but when I'm sitting on the couch, I want to put my feet up. It's great. If I want an extra seat at the table, I can use it as a seat. It also can be used to store things if you wanted to put stuff in here, or what you can do is you can take this out, which is the top or the bottom, whichever way you want to look at it. There's the top. You stick the bottom inside there, and then you take this part and you stick it in there like so, and now it is foldable, collapsible, and you can put that up above, which we store it up there. So this is really handy if you want an extra seat at the table, or if you want an ottoman to prop your feet up when you're sitting on the couch. Okay, so we're here at the sink, and I want to show you underneath here. We have waterless P-trap. Now, obviously, it's not a P-trap. It is a waterless, which means that there's a little flapper right in this section here that clamps shut. And what it does is it prevents the fumes from getting inside, and there's no water going through it. Well, sometimes they stick, sometimes they break. So I'm going to leave a link below on where you can purchase these in case your Leprechaun has these, which chances are they do. And you keep an extra one in here, because if they break when you're on the road, you want an extra one so it doesn't stink, and you want one that actually will drain. So I will leave a link below on that one. Here at the refrigerator, we purchased these rods, and these are a must if you only pack a little bit of food. If you go on a long trip and you pack a bunch of food, this whole space gets covered in food, and it doesn't shift. But if you just have a few things here, these things hold your food on the shelf. And these are fantastic. These are also made by Camco. I'm not going to take these off because my wife has them just the way she likes them, but these are fantastic. We've had these for several years now. No rust, no corrosion, no issues. Now, I did a video on this probably about a year or so ago. This is our power converter that we use, and this attaches to our battery that's underneath our step. There's our plug. I don't have the pigtail on that, but this is where we attach our inverter, and we use this sometimes at night to power our sleep machine. Sometimes we park in places that are a little loud, so we have a sleep machine. But instead of running the generator, we use our power converter, and we plug it into to the house batteries here, and then we have a little bit of wattage that we can use. This is 750 watt, which is plenty. Runs a TV, runs the DVD player if you're motoring down the road, and it'll also run this tiny little sound machine. So these two items we use a lot when we are camping. Something that we don't really think about because it's hidden in the closet, this is our LevelmatePro. And this item I'm probably going to do a review on. This is totally awesome. You can use your phone, and you can see when you are trying to park somewhere, maybe you're boondocking in a parking lot, this will tell you how level the RV is. It's super fantastic. I'll probably end up doing a video on it, but this is a must for anybody who has an RV that you want to go and dry camp somewhere, or you're going to do an overnight in a parking lot and you want to know how level your spot is. You don't want to drop the levelers too much. This is the way to go. LevelmatePro. So a while ago, my wife purchased some material that was prepackaged for doing blackouts behind these windows. Now, obviously, these blinds keep you from not being able to see in, but it obviously is letting a lot of light in. So she purchased these to custom make for the size of our windows, and she made a border around it and everything. But we found this material online that you can actually purchase for yourself and make borders. It comes in a big roll. So I'm going to leave the link for this stuff down below so you guys can look. Now there's going to be, I'm going to give the larger sizes, but when you click on it, there'll be options to get smaller ones, or I think this is the largest one that I'm posting, but there's smaller sizes that you can get of this. But we put this up behind here. This one is actually for the other side, but let me see here. There's the one for this window. So you can see it fits perfectly, and it's great because it blocks out all the sun. And we do that too sometimes when we're parked in the sea of parking, maybe at an amusement park, and we don't want the heat to come in through the window, this blocks it as well. So super awesome, check it out. So somebody actually asked me this bar here that we installed on the screen door. Now as you can see, this bar, it attaches with 4 screws, 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. And this is great for when you want to shut the door, because the only thing that you have to grab when you want to shut the screen door is this plastic piece right here. So if this is shut, okay, and you're kind of struggling to get here, well now, if you want to, when you get into the RV and you want to shut the screen door, it latched. If you want to shut the screen door, all you do is grab this and you pull it, and it's really easy to grab, especially when you're up in the RV. This is the way to go if you're in and out a lot, which if you got kids, they're in and out a lot, they can grab onto this instead of pulling on this plastic piece. So I believe this is made by Camco as well. All right, moving outside, we have the furnace Flue, the stainless steel cover that keeps bugs and bees, the bigger bugs, from getting inside here. And this is spring loaded, so if you bump it, it just goes right back into place. There's 2 springs in here that you have to totally struggle with, and it may take you a while to get, but once you get it, it doesn't ever need to come off again. And this is probably 3 years old, and there's no rust on it at all. It's stainless steel. Perfect, recommended, get one. Something that my wife absolutely adores, because she's only 5 foot tall, is the aluminum step. This step here that we have, it folds. So we have a folding mechanism here, and it's also adjustable. And we set it that the height basically from here to here and from there to there is all the same. So it's a really nice step. It's aluminum, so it's not going to rust. And it fits into this side compartment right here behind the door. So it folds up really nice. Highly recommend this one. It's got the rubber feet on the bottom, so it doesn't move around, and it doesn't dig into any carpet or cover that you have on the ground for, you know, when you camp. So it's not going to mess that up either. So this is really, really nice. And moving on to the wheel chuck, especially if you're using levelers, which we have a leveler system, you're going to want a wheel chuck. This one's nice. It's super heavy duty. The plastic on this is nearly 1/8 of an inch thick, and it's plastic, so it's not going to rust. And we've used it a bunch of times, and it hasn't broken yet, and it's super awesome. Moving on to the black hose that we use to dump the black tank. Okay, we use the Rhino Flex made by Camco. Super awesome, comes with caps, and so you can always put the caps on when you're done using it. It slides, fits perfectly inside here. Never had any issues with it. And we also bought the squeezable Camco plug-ins because we had the hard plastic ones, and they broke after about 5 times of use. So with these, they're nice and flexible. You push them on, they're great. So the black hose support that we use is the Camco Sidewinder. This one's fantastic. We've used it a bunch of times. It's pretty durable. We still keep the handle so it stays put when we store it in. And we also have a second one in there just because sometimes it's a little bit long and we don't have enough, and we just use a second one just for extra support. So again, super awesome tool. Now we also have the 90 degree that goes into the ground, and then this is of course the plug part that goes into the septic system at the campground. We also have a clear extension because sometimes when this goes into the ground for the dumping, there's like a little concave part, and this bottoms out on the concrete. So we need a little bit of an extension. We put this on top of this and then add it to that, and then it gives a little bit more height. But we store ours in a Ziploc baggie. It keeps it clean, it keeps us clean, so if we have to handle these, we don't have to get our hands all goopy. Did I just say goopy? I think I did. All right, so we're here at the black tank valve and the cap. We always travel with an extra cap, and that's because we've actually lost these in the past. You want to have an extra cap on board so you don't have to run to a store and get one if you're on the road. So always carry at least one extra cap for here when you're traveling. I had a valve go bad on me one time, and that would have been a really bad trip. So I bought a new valve. So if I ever have an issue with this, I can always unbolt it, slide in the new valve in, and bolt it back up. This one's made by Valterra, I think is how you say that. 3-inch Blade X valve. So you always want to travel with some extra pieces and parts so the trip doesn't end, or you spend a half a day at the repair shop. All right, so we're here at the propane tank, and we have a mechanism here called GasStop. I did a video on this a while ago. Basically, this is a safety valve, safety check valve, that if there is a sudden flow of gas because of something inside the RV let go, and a lot of gas is exiting the tank, this valve will turn it off. It will stop the flow of gas into the rest of the lines. This is a super awesome safety feature that we installed, and it's been great. Okay, so we're here at the generator, and I want to show you, this is our exhaust, and this is a resonator. Now this here it's technically supposed to be kind of like a muffler to make this sound quieter. It doesn't really make it sound quieter, but what it does is it takes the shrill out. So highly recommend this. We ended up taking ours to a weld shop. We told them where it needed to be, and I marked the ends, and they cut the pipe for us and welded this on 100%. And then I used heat resistant paint that I got at the auto parts store and painted it, and this has been awesome. It definitely takes the shrill away. It softens the sound, so it's easier to sleep, really. It's awesome. Okay, so the next item we have is this piece here, which is way over there. This is a stovepipe for the generator, okay? And what this does is this takes flue gas from the generator and it pipes it all the way up. Now, I didn't put the rest of the pipe on. Call me lazy, I know. I'm trying to do a quick video for you guys. Here's the other two pieces of pipe. So what you do is you take those other two pieces and you stick them on the end of that, and it takes it all the way up to the top of the RV, okay? What that does is that takes all the exhaust fumes up, and away. So if you're boondocking and you still need the generator, you will not smell the gas, the fumes inside the RV. All right, so we're in the basement and we got a ton of products back here that we use. The first one we'll show you is this is the pressure regulator, and this is the one that Camco makes. It's really small. It's made, it says right on here, 40 to 50 PSI. We've always used this one. It's super awesome. It's great. It's quick and easy. It doesn't have the dial on it, doesn't have the gauge on it, but this is all you need. I also bought the 90 degree because this allows the water line to hang straight down off of the inlet for the RV. So that the hose doesn't, if it comes straight out, it kind of bends down and it puts pressure on the inlet to where the RV goes. So you get the pressure regulator and you get the 90, you're good to go. Now we did also we bought the hose from Camco. This is a water hose. And we also bought a cheaper hose. This is for the black tank flush. So that's black tank flush hose. And they're obviously different. You can see it also has the regulator on it. So the kids and myself know which one to use. Okay, we're moving along to the electric. We use Progressive Industries, the PT330X. We have 30 amp service. So this is the 30 amp surge protection. It has the digital readout so you can see that everything is working out fine. And then it has the cover on it that allows you to plug everything in there. And it allows this to go over and it covers it completely 100% and keeps the water out. Okay, and then we also have, you know, most of the time it's really not a big deal, but I also have the cable and the locking ring if you want to lock this so nobody can take this, because this sits outside the RV. Never leave home without it. Dicor sealant, just in case you have an issue with your roof. You don't want to be scrambling around trying to find a tube of this. This will seal the roof up lickety split. So always travel with a tube of this. And I just thought of it. I don't have a caulking gun. So I don't have a caulking gun to use this, but I have the tube. I need to add a caulking gun to my RV. Okay guys, you probably remember my one video where I did the black tank flush. This is that wand. Just basically showing you, we don't keep it in the RV. We usually leave it right in the corner of the garage right here. This one here, I don't know if you can get any more. They make one with an extension on it, which you'll see, that's the link below. This one's older, so it doesn't have the extension on it. But blank tank flush, if you have issues with sediment buildup in your tank, you use this to clean it out. It works super fantastic. Okay guys, 3 items that we use: a bunch of black streak remover. This stuff works really well, especially if you got some really stubborn stains. It doesn't get it 100% off, so fair warning there, but it gets most of it off, and it looks a lot better when you're done with it. Rubber seal conditioner, we do this around all the seals, around the slide outs, keeps the rubber condition from cracking and peeling and doing nasty nuts. And slide out silicone lube, we do this every once in a while, especially if we've boondocked for a while or camped a while and the rain has hit the runners. We use this and we will coat that every once in a while. 3 products, definitely a must-have. Okay guys, we are finishing underneath the RV, which are the suspension modifications that I did. As you see there, you don't see the black shocks that come with the Chevy van. These are Koni shocks. They're the hydraulic shocks. Super awesome ride quality. The best. I'm glad I did this modification. I did the front and rears also, so I'll let you know which in the links. I'm pretty sure you can still get them. We also did the Roadmaster sway bar. This is the 1.5 inch diameter, and the handling on this is phenomenal. Definitely get the sway bars, get the Koni shocks. It's the only way to make your RV handle well. Okay, now there is one other thing here in the RV, and it's really hard to see, but there, that little bump, well, my finger just got out of focus. I use, instead of the regular bump stops, I use Sumo bump stops on the front end, okay? So I will leave, hopefully, maybe I'll shoot a picture real quick right now to show you since it's underneath, but I will show you what those bump stops look like. But it definitely improves the ride quality. Okay guys, we're here at the rear of the RV, and I will show you, there is our Sumo spring, the urethane bump stops. We used to have the Firestone airbags. This improved the ride quality tremendously. And as you can see here, we also have the 1.5 inch Roadmaster sway bar. Yet again, super awesome. Changes the handling of the RV, the ride quality. If you do a lot of driving, you're gonna want to have this stuff. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I know we went through a bunch of products really quick, but if you have any questions or you want me to do a more in-depth review on any of them, leave a comment below and I will definitely read them, get back to you. And because I don't want to do something unless it's meaningful to you guys. So we appreciate all the comments. Don't forget to like if you like this video, because that will get it out to more people and will be suggested more. And don't forget to click on the bell and subscribe if you're not already. More videos on the way. So don't forget, links below to all the products help support the channel as well. So we thank you guys for all your support, and we'll see you soon.